Apply that. Get it, don't be timid when you in it, apply that. Love upon it, live alone, leave it. I don't want no drip, baby, spray like it's really so fine. It's spicy, baby, jump up on this. I guess that's why you like it, baby, come and get this. Takes a lot to excite me, baby, give it all you got. I'm a tough cookie, baby, get the right side.
Y'all thought this was Dragon, didn't you? Wrong answer again. This song is for all the motherfucking chicken head bitches. And we kept the motherfucking names the same, cause we think being a bald head bitch is a goddamn shame. What the fuck is going on in this goddamn world? What are you, bitch? A boy or a girl? I can't tell.
We back.
On the sides are gone. You remind me of that monkey looking bitch Grace Jones. Fucked up is how you look to Willie D. I just gotta have a bitch that has more hair than me. Some try to cover up by weaving it through. You ain't fooling nobody, we know you're bald-headed too. Bald-headed hoe. What you see, D? What you see, D? I see some bald-headed hoe. Bald-headed hoe. What you see, D? What you see, D? I see some bald-headed hoe. That should be a crime against bald-headed hoes. Why they wanna be bald? Nobody knows.
100 ships a day, lonely sailor.
I see some bald-headed hoes.
Yeah, I'm out at Brooklyn. Now I'm down in Tribeca, right next to the Narrow. But I'll be hood forever. I'm the new Sinatra. And since I made it here, I can make it anywhere. Yeah, they love me everywhere. I used to cop in Harlem. All of my Dominicanos right there up on Broadway. Pulled me back to that McDonald's. Took it to my stash spot, 560 State Street. Catch me in the kitchen like a Simmons whipping pastry. Cruising down A Street, off-white Lexus, driving so...
Oh, sorry.
But BK is from Texas. Me, I'm out that Bed-Stuy, home of that boy Biggie. Now I live on Billboard, and I brought my boys with me. Say what up to Tata, still sipping my top. Sitting courtside, Knicks and Nets give me high five. Nigga, I be spiked out, I can trip a referee. Tell by my attitude that I most definitely from. Hey. You're welcome, OG. I made you hot, nigga. Catch me at the X with OG at a Yankee game. Shit, I made the Yankee hat more famous than the Yankee king. You should know I bleed blue, but I ain't a crypto. But I got a gang of niggas walking with my click though. Welcome to the melting pot. Corners where we selling rock. Africa been by the shit. Home of the hip hop. Yellow cap, gypsy cap, dollar cap, holla back. For foreigners, it ain't fit. They act like they forgot how to act. 8 million stories out there in the naked city. It's a pity half of y'all won't make it. Me, I got a plug special ed, I got it made. If Jesus paying LeBron, I'm paying Dwayne Wade. 3 dice CeeLo, 3 card Marley. Labor Day parade.
This is not going to be a long one.
Statue of Liberty. Long live the World Trade. Long live the King, yo. I'm from the Empire State. That's
New York, make you feel brand new, inspire you. The New York, New York, New York.
Lights is blinding, girls need blinders, so they could step out of bounds quick. The sidelines is lined with casualties who sip the light casually, then gradually become worse. Don't fight the apple eve, caught up in the in crowd. Now you're in style, and in the winter gets cold, in vogue with your skin out. City of sin, it's a pity on a whim. Good girls going bad, the city's filled with them. Mommy took a bus trip, now she got a bust out. Everybody ride her, just like a bus route. Hail Mary to the city, you're a virgin. And Jesus can't save you, life starts when the church is. Came here for school, graduated to the highlight. Ball players, rap stars, addicted to the limelight. Empty and May got you feeling like a champion. The city never sleeps, better slip you an ambient.
These streets will make you feel brand new. Big lights will inspire you. Let's hear it for New York, New York. One hand in the air for the big city. Street lights, big dreams, all looking pretty. No place in the world that can compare.
Everybody say yeah, yeah. I'm coming to
These streets will
make you feel brand new. Let's hear it for New York. So yeah, I'm not gonna try to make this a really long live, but Vons, stop your bullshit, bitch. You did a live stream earlier, and it was titled "My Thoughts on the Drawing Issue," bringing yourself back into the motherfucking drama. So y'all already know what we do. We gonna react to this bitch's content. Thought you weren't gonna do drama anymore, bitch. So anyway, here we go. Crazy bitch. Von's reality. And that's all that I was like, here we go again. She gonna start talking about this again. She ran out private this shit. You know, just to make sure she don't. Hold on. Oh, I can't even download it. Oh, well. I'll just screen record it while we're listening to it. Okay, we're screen recording. Oh, my phone's already on disturb. It's not. Hold on. Let me go back to the beginning and redo that because. A few minutes into her live stream, she don't even talk, so we have to wait for her to speak. Wait a minute. Anyway, you got them curls going on. Girl, your hair doing even crazy, Vons. Anyway, now. Girl! Now they're the age restricted my video, and now they just age restricted my dog on video, and now they just age restricted my dog on video, and she hit my thing. Now it doesn't shit. Girl, they done age restricted my video. Ain't done some shit. So, girl, now that the age restricted my video, oh my god. I want to show y'all this girl. I want to show y'all. I'm gonna mark out my email, the email that they sent me. Child. Oh my god. This is funny. I'm trying to record Vaughn and do this at the same time. Every time I can do it, you finally talk to Jamila about her lives. And we're going to be doing that on the old stream. Okay? Ciao. Sorry about the echo, guys. I apologize. I'm going to show y'all. Girl, now that an age restricted my doggone video from last night. Age restricted it. Girl, these people, they crazy, yo. Come on, Vons, talk. Oh my god, I gotta fast forward this. She doesn't talk for a little bit. She waits for people to come in. So fast forward.
Joshua.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, y'all. Hi, can y'all hear me? Hey, Joe. Hey, Joshua. Okay, let me turn. First of all, okay. I just want to say hello. Okay. YouTube. I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't know I'm live right now because I'm not in the algorithm. Okay. Thank you, Joshua, for hitting the like button. But I just wanted to give my thoughts on this whole situation because I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I've been kind of sitting back, and I'm not gonna lie. I haven't seen everything, but I feel like I saw everything I needed to see, and I've heard everything I needed to hear about this whole situation from the time it started till now. And there was a few things I didn't know, and yes, KJ.
Take care of you, dog. I'm kidding. Get off fucking the lawn, girl. She'll be showing you back in a minute, y'all.
Talking about he can't hear the TV. But there was something, I mean, nothing, groundbreaking, like, something was exposed or anything. But I listened to Lovely's live, and I wasn't surprised, but I definitely was like, I didn't know, I thought I knew, that was what was going on. But now that I know, it's like, oh, I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of like pat on the back for being right the whole daggone time. But but I just wanted to say, like, when it comes to, the whole John Frank thing and Miss Tawana in years. I actually, like I said, I listened to Lovely Live, and she was like, I never thought anybody would fall out with John Frank. I felt the same way
Oh my god.
in the beginning. Like when all of this first happened, it was like, oh my goodness, like how did this happen? But like I said, I sat back and I've just been, watching everything. And it's like I know, my side of the story, I know what was happening.
Girl, child. Are y'all for real?
I know
Jesus.
what was happening, behind the scenes or whatever. And I know what was happening out in the front. And,
Then why didn't you
for
say
a
anything?
minute,
Because
I
you
was
always
kind of
should
like,
have.
my feelings were a little hurt because it was like, people were, quick to believe that I had done something, to cause all of this stuff to happen. And at first, I felt you know, like what the but just watching and listening, it's like this is a game, for some
A
people.
game?
And
What is she talking about?
once you see that it's like a game
Child.
and people just, like to keep, stuff going between people, because I still feel that the whole situation is petty. Like it's super petty, and it's funny to watch it all unfold because it's like,
It's funny.
you know,
Wow.
somebody that lied and people actually believe, what was being said, like, oh, Vaughn and Tawana, they conspiring behind the scenes, and, there was this big operation. And it's like none of that was true. It's still not true. But when I heard years, pretty much say like, you called me and you told me, too strong, twisted your words, and I'm like, I knew it. So that, if anybody's wondering, like, what's the part? It was like I knew that the whole truth wasn't being told to everybody. I knew that somebody was like playing games on the phone, causing more strife and issues between us, all of us. And I know, like, the issue with Miss Tawana and Miss Mimi, it was really something I said I was gonna stay out of, and I did. And when it was like, oh, Tawana is in Von's ear, and like, where's all this stuff coming from? Now, my thoughts on that is, that situation was petty too, because I still feel that that all could have been resolved if people would have just listened to each other. You know what I'm saying? If we would have just, if first of all,
I'll
if
do
everybody would have
commentary
listened
after
to
me.
me
This
when I
means
was
I'm
telling them the
recording.
truth,
Sorry.
like, none of these things that, that's been assumed, or, these accusations of our relationship is not true. And to hear, it's like John Frank is pushing this narrative that, she's so manipulative and she's so
Narrative?
this and
What? Oh
she's
my
so
god.
that. I'm like, he even thought that, she told me to do this, and and I'm telling him, I'm telling her, I'm like, she hasn't told me to do anything. And so just to hear the truth come out on Lovely's panel, that it's like, some people are looking at it like, oh, there's just this hate campaign against John Frank. No, I saw the hate campaign. I saw how a small issue between two people who've been cool this whole time turned into something bigger because of what people thought was going on.
Child, this
Or,
is
and it's
crazy.
like, to me, knowing that it was like small misunderstandings, and these things can be resolved if everybody just listen to each other, or at least see that, there it's somebody not telling the truth somewhere. Like, but all I'm gonna say is, um this time around, I just decided to be like, you know what, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna let the truth go ahead and come out. And there's been so many lives where John Franklin said, no, Vaughn had nothing to do with the coming in between the me and Miss Tawana. But then the next day he's saying something totally different. And I'm like, is anybody seeing this, that like this is like a game for him, that he really don't care about this lady? He just care and I'm not trying to say he didn't care about her as far as their friendship. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying, can anybody see that this is like I just want to start some stuff and I'm mad because I can't have my way, and I feel some type of way because it's like I just wanted everybody to see that, like for real, because and Miss Tawana has been saying it from the very beginning that she wasn't going to be behind the scenes talking about this man in any type of way, even though they had something going on. I have in no way, shape, form, or fashion been in her ear, oh, stay away from him. None of that. Like it all just happened naturally. She wasn't running, coming, telling me his business, his conversation. It's all overthinking, jealousy, control. People want to be
Oh
spiteful. People
my
want to be petty.
god, this
People want to take small
bitch.
situations and make them into something bigger. And it's like, that's why I fell back from it. That's why, I said what I said on Money Boy Trade panel. I was like, I'm done with it because it's clearly, a narrative trying to be pushed, and people want to use me and my previous experience with people, and people being able to get in my ear about other people as like their base for like, oh well. And it's like I wouldn't have even been on the phone with her if I felt like she was trying to turn me against Miss Me. I wouldn't have been on the phone with nobody if I felt like it's like, oh, we gon' come up against, you know what I'm saying? Like I was really done with all that shit. So all I got to say about it is that I'm just glad that people see him for who he really is, and how when he don't get his way, or and that he is a liar, he will straight up lie on you. And I get it, some people, they look at it as commentary and entertainment, and oh, it's not that deep, and y'all being in y'all feelings and stuff. But when you decide to take some things seriously, and what I was taking seriously was like my word of, I'm not on no fuck shit behind the scenes with nobody. And if people want to believe that I'm doing or I'm capable, if people want to, get in their feelings and believe the worst about me, I don't want nothing to do with you. If people feel like, oh, I can just say this about Vaughn and then we're going to get back cool. No, I'm done with that, because it's like a never ending cycle. And Miss Tawana said it on Lovely, panel, that abusive shit where you come out here and you drag each other for filth, and you say the most hurtful, low down shit to each other, and then it's like, oh, we all just gonna be right back cool. No public apologies. It's like, we just gonna act like it didn't happen. In my real life, I'm not tolerating that type of behavior from others or even myself. I'm not gonna just, straight up lie on you, manipulate people, deceive people against you, and then think an apology is gonna fix it. Or oh, we need to just still stick together, when I know you're looking over your shoulder thinking I'm doing something to hurt you, and I'm just supposed to welcome you in. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody got time for that kind of stuff no more. And I get it. A lot of this is entertainment for a lot of y'all, but when it comes to my character, I'm taking that a little more serious these days. And who I allow to be close to me. If you don't trust me, and you think I'm just gonna turn my back on you, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna betray you intentionally, or I'm just gonna come left field. I done let, especially after everything that I've personally been through on this app. If you think somebody can get in my ear about you and you can't take my word for it, no matter what nobody's saying. If you can't say, well, I know Vaughn, and yes, I know Vaughn, she got her ways about herself, but
This
I
is
know that she
crazy.
wouldn't do this and that to me. And I'm getting just a little emotional, y'all, because I was having a little kiki with somebody yesterday, and I wasn't taking nothing, personal, but it's like when people say that they trust you or they know that if they tell you something, you're not gonna go running around telling it. That means a lot to me in 2026 as far as my YouTube relationships, because a lot of people that I never thought wouldn't be my friend or my sister or somebody that I still mess with, you know, was quick to believe stuff. Or even if they weren't quick to believe it, it's like it eventually came out like, yeah, I never trusted her anyway. And that type of shit hurts when you're really innocent and you're really not, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's different when you done did some fuck shit. It's different when it's like, I can see why such and such feel that way, or I can see, but it's like just sitting back, observing everything. I'm just glad that people really seeing who he is. And I'm not saying I know everything about him and Miss Tawana relationship, because I don't. But what I do know is in no type of way was she trying to draw a wedge between us. She wanted
Oh
us to
my
get along. She knew
god.
how I felt about Frankie coming outside on me and saying stuff. She knew how he felt. And from what he was saying is exactly what oh, that's your sister and I gotta have her back and woo woo woo. She was saying the same thing to me. And I thought she was just trolling. Like I wasn't taking it really seriously. My feelings weren't invested in that. I'm like, Miss Tawana just being loyal to Frankie. That they've been cool way longer than me and him. I never expected her or wanted her to go against her people for me. And while everybody, well, I'm gonna say the people who wants to keep that narrative going, I never felt like she was trying to, oh, Vaughn, I got Vaughn back and not Frankie back. None of that. In front of the scenes or behind the scenes, when he got disrespectful and took it too far, the line was drawn for her. I can't change how she feels. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not responsible for his actions. Just like she's not responsible for my actions.
Girl,
Anything that was
bye.
brewing
Girl,
between
bye.
Mimi and I and Too Strong was brewing before she got involved. I didn't call her and ask her. I wasn't having no personal conversations with her behind the scenes. None of that. So, and I just want to say about that too. I ain't mad about that either. Because at the end of the day, I feel like, even though it's a little messy, I'm pretty sure, the people who
You're mad
are
about
entertained,
what,
like, Vaughn, we don't
girl?
care about this.
That you and us
But,
had a
I'm
falling
going to say
out
who's
because of
entertained by all the chaos and confusion. Y'all don't care about this, but this is important to me. Because people was on the phone telling Gears one thing, telling Miss Tawana one thing. Like, that was a whole thing behind the scenes, too, that was really pissing me off, because it's like, I don't know who to trust. Like, and I meant that. Like, I don't know what's going on. I just know the shit I've been accused of is not true. That was my stance. And when all of that was going on.
girl, bye.
And that's still my stance. I know nobody was in my ear about my friend. And anything that they had going on, I said it was between them, and I kept it that way because hell, I wasn't there. I don't care. I wasn't there, so I couldn't care then because I wasn't there, and I don't care now because I wasn't there. But so if anybody wants to know my thoughts on the situation, I'm very glad that some truth is starting to be told about how people was accusing everybody else behind the scenes. It was really them, Frankie. It was really you keeping up all the bullshit. And I really feel that because You knew that we were having issues behind the scenes. You took it as an opportunity to get your lick back at Miss Tawana. I strongly feel that way. And I wasn't going to be a part of that. I didn't care what was going on between her and other people, and I really didn't care about what was going on between you and her. You put me in that. And it seemed like when I didn't do what everybody wanted me to do, which was go against her and oh, it's her fault and all this stuff, everybody got mad. But it's like, no, it has nothing to do with me. I addressed what had something to do with me. Him going live on me, making community wall posts, talking about me, talking about how he wanted to buy Halloween outfits for my kids, as if I came out here begging to ask somebody to do something for me and my kids. I was on live talking about Halloween for my kids on my other channel, and you hit my cash app, come out and get outfits for the kids. So I had every reason to be offended by you, just out of nowhere coming after me, got something to say about me when I hadn't done anything to you. And because you don't like somebody to stand up to you and you don't like nobody to tell you about yourself, you went on this whole, oh, Tawana is out to get me, and Vaughn got something to do with it, and Vaughn has turned my friends against me. And when Gears did the live with you on my channel, and they're telling all this stuff that I, once again, didn't know about, all these things that's been happening behind the scenes that had nothing to do with me. So I just said, you can blame me all you want. You can say it's my fault. But I think it's high time people start holding themselves accountable for their actions and stop blaming other people
so full of
for
shit.
content. Because the fake tears and the crash outs and the my feelings is just so hurt, and people out here betraying me when it's really the whole opposite. It's just ridiculous. And then trying to blame me for it, when in all God's honesty, I wanted you and her to stay cool. I liked y'all together. You, her, and Gears. I liked when we all got on my panel, me and Naya, Too Strong. Never wanted to be there, no division or whatever issues, all that weird shit that was going on. So when y'all got weird, I bounced. So I just want to say that much. And I don't know how Miss Tawana gonna feel about me saying this next part, because she said loud and clear she done, and she don't do abusive relationships. And I'm not mad at her, because I feel the same way. I don't want to be
welcome in, guys.
with people that I gotta fall out with every 3 months.
Because she's bringing herself into the drama again.
You know what I'm
calling
saying?
John Frick a liar.
She said we are all way too old for this foolishness. Somebody else got a comment, because I can't see. Hey, sweet Rita. Hey, honey. How are you? Happy belated birthday. Y'all tell sweet Rita happy belated birthday. But okay, she said there are way too many bigger fish. Yeah, it's too many. Yeah, it's too much other important stuff going on. And yeah, I don't believe in that type of stuff anymore.
Child.
So, but that's all I want to say, y'all. That's my thoughts on it. I'm not mad at nobody. I ain't holding no grudges. I just wanted to, like I said, give my thoughts on it. And I'm just glad that I stood my ground, because like I said in my post last night, Miss Tawana ain't perfect, but I don't think she any messier. I don't think she doing anything different than anybody else is doing. But one thing I can say about her is that she ain't two-faced. She was not on my phone with no hate campaign against somebody she called her son for a year or years or however, somebody she called her friend.
When did we ever say that? Where is that proof?
She was in favor of you. And she was in favor of you and I being cool. Not me and you into it. We were supposed to be, kicking it. And let me just say this. I was having fun. During that time. And then it was like, all of a sudden, here came the bullshit. It was like, see, I just want to get back at that lady over there because, she bothering me. She going live. I'm not mad about it. I ain't crying. I'm not in my feelings. It's funny to me. I just wanted to have fun with it. And some other shit came along. And, and maybe it was a good thing. Maybe it was a good thing that happened because ain't no telling, okay, how long I'll probably still be out here arguing with that lady. But yeah, and make sure y'all, when you want to be entertained, because the community report is not, there's no doxing, ain't no talking about no dead people, ain't nobody putting nobody's personal business in there, nobody's personal business being reported. It's literally all what happens on YouTube. And compared to what I've seen in J4K, the T sector, all over YouTube, it's really kind of clean messiness. It's entertainment. It's something to laugh about. Did you see, Von Baldhead ass? Like, that's all it is. So I don't understand what the uproar about that part about it is, but everybody that part of it seems to be resolved. Like, I'm gonna stay with Lovely. I don't know about everybody else. I don't really care about everybody else. But that's it. That's it. So I hope y'all hit the like button on y'all way in and out. She said once you take me to a low level like that, we can be cordial but never friends. And yeah. And that's just me learning boundaries with myself so my feelings won't be hurt. That's all that is, Abra. That's it. That's all that is. Like, for my peace of mind, because I don't like fighting with people that I call friends, people that I don't like all that. It's weird, and I blame my whole T-Lab off. I was going through something.
So anyway, basically, Vaughn, the law that we just listened to, Vaughn did a live stream, and she was talking about John Frank, calling him a liar, and she was bringing our names up in subliminals, and talking about the drama again, and she was basically saying that LTG and Mr. Wanda were right about John, and I'm like, girl, bye. Now she's saying she told you what shit behind the scenes. What?
People who calling me crazy, he wouldn't do that. And then he admitted it on my live when we all apologized to each other. And I really had let it go, y'all. But then when the stuff started to, start coming back up, it was like, well, I don't know Miss Tawana that well. However, I do know that he will do something and he will lie about it. That's what I know from my own experience. And have everybody thinking you're the crazy one, have everyone thinking you're the liar. When I still have the receipt of him dropping my grandma's government name in Myron's chat. I still have that. So it's like, and it wasn't under no troll account. It was under his channel name. And then when I'm like, yo, he was calling the lady or having somebody prank call her or something. Oh no, If I did that, I would admit to it. Well, he admitted to it much later. And honestly, I'm not mad about it anymore. But I know that the things that are being said was done to other people ain't no lie because it happened to me. It's like, I know. I'm sure he did. But that's what happened, when you hold on, y'all.
Anyway.
But that's what happens when you get in bed with, people and you think fuck shit can't happen.
Oh, wow.
But no. So I don't know. But I will say I'm okay.
Lying ass cricket.
About nothing. I really wish that things could have turned out a little different, but like I said, it was all petty and shit was already brewing in the back. And how I feel is that people took the opportunity to cause more issues. And I really did. It was like, I don't want to know, because I don't really have that big of a problem with her or really the other, parties. But, I didn't have nothing to do with their issues, and I still don't have anything to do with their issues. I just kind of was thrown in the middle by accusation and assumption.
J-Lab on.
Like, no.
Bluetooth connected. Battery medium.
So she says, damn, y'all miserable is that desperate. I could not imagine. But, y'all, I'm going to go because that's all I wanted to say. I'm not going to be here long. I don't think anything that happened would have happened any different because it's YouTube and people love mess, and the mess is more entertaining than the honest to God truth. And the honest to God truth is that it was some shit brewing in the back, okay, and it got spilled over into other people's hands, and it's like it wasn't my fault, but did I have something to do with it by not? I don't know, maybe, I don't know, but I said what I said, y'all, and I mean what I say. I'm glad people see him for who he is.
Bitch, bye. He was seeing who you really are.
It definitely was not Von's fault. Okay? All right, so I'm going to go, y'all. I love y'all, and that's it. That's look, I'm not going to say nothing else about none of this. Because truth be told, I just been sitting back watching and really just listening. I'm like, I knew it. I knew it. People are in their feelings about nothing. And it's just become one big shit show. But guess what? Like Mr. Wanda told y'all, okay? We don't sit on the phone all day.
You sure about that?
Never have, never did. And when we did start talking like that, it was after all the shit blew up. It was like, what the fuck? But people gonna believe what they want to believe. People gonna assume what they want to assume. They're gonna, I know this about you. And it's like, it's not true though. So. But bye, y'all. Y'all have a nice day. And like I said, I'm not gonna say nothing else about it. Those are my final thoughts on the situation. I don't think anything would have been any different, only because it's YouTube and entertainment is better than the truth. And on that note, I'm going, y'all. Bye, Senna. Bye, Abril. Bye, y'all in the chat. Bye, y'all. Sweet Rita, thank you for dropping down. I love you, girl. Anaya, sis, I love you. Javar.
Bye, Vaughn. Bye,
and y'all have a nice day. Okay? Bye.
Well, she was in her feelings, y'all. So you want to call John Frank a liar? You want to do all this stuff? You want to make all these accusations? Bitch, show some motherfucking receipts, bitch. Bitch, we ain't never, ever, girl. Hold on. Baby. Come on, bounce. Hold on, Bitch, we ain't never talked about anybody's dead kids or nothing like that. But I tell you who's done that, Miss Tawanda has. This girl want to make accusations in her live stream that week. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Let's go back a little bit.
People that I never thought wouldn't be my friend or my sister or somebody that I still mess with, you know, was quick to believe stuff. Or even if they weren't quick to believe it, it's like it eventually came out like, yeah, I never trusted her.
Anyway, hopefully y'all could hear it. So if y'all want to listen to it, it's on her Vaughn's reality page, and it's like a couple minutes long. But when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, here we go again with the bullshit. But anyway, I just wanted to react to that and get that out of the way. So now let me see what I have to say. Girl, you want to make all these accusations. You want to say that John Frank is a liar. You want to hear that people are right by him. John Frank is a cool ass motherfucking dude. You just have so many issues with him. This is because you ride with Gears and his dumbass. This is because you ride with him. You listen to everything he says, and he gets word for it. We've never talked about your kids or your dead kids. Tawanda has done that. She's talked about your kids. She's talked about Monica's kids. She's the one you guys should be looking into. Not me or Unspoken or Too Strong. Not me or Unspoken or Bams or Truth Is or Joy or Miss Virginia or Rosie. Y'all said that Miss Virginia and Rosie and me and Unspoken had a falling out and some shit happened or whatever, and you told a bunch of lies. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Anyway. Yeah, I just wanted to react to that because, child, that was a bunch of lies. And I have the whole thing screen recorded in case she decides to private it. So anyway, if Unspoken's fun in here and she doesn't want to come up, I'm going to get out of here because I want to take me a quick nap before I got to come back later and talk to Jamila about something. So I'm going to get out of here in case I'm going to get out of here if nobody else wants to come up or anything. I'm going to get out of here, child. Yeah, anyway, all right, y'all. I'm going to get out of here, and y'all have a good day. And, yeah, Vaughn, you were just so full of shit, like... In that live stream, you told so many ridiculous stuff, and you said that people were right about him, and that people should say that. Yeah, Vaughns, you such a motherfucking. Yeah, Vaughn, you such a motherfucking bitch. I can't stand you anymore because you sit out here and you tell so much crazy. Oh my God, girl, you in your feelings, girl. big man, aren't you, bitch?
Yeah, look. Oh, you big man, oh, you big man. Got a big bag, popping big tags. All white Rover, yeah, whip that. Ate it up, left no crumbs, cause the shit smack. I just sit back, let the chips stack. People juice other boys, yeah, the shit crack. Off the coast, I'ma holler when I get back. Got hit stack, oh, you big man. Hey, you big man, huh? I'ma act the fool with the bag, huh? Hey, got two, you don't have none. Hey, thick thighs, I'm a bad one. Gucci though.
I see a bald-headed hoe, and her name is Von's Reality, and she's a motherfucking liar.
And we kept the motherfucking names the same, cause we think being a bald-head bitch is a goddamn shame.
I see some bald-headed hoes. Ooh.
What the fuck is going on in this goddamn world? What are you, bitch? A boy or a girl? I can't tell cause your shit on the sides are gone. You remind me of that monkey looking bitch Grace Jones. Fucked up is how you look to Willie D. I just gotta have a bitch that has more hair than me. Some try to cover up by weaving it through. You ain't fooling nobody, we know you're bald-headed too. Bald-headed hoe. What you see, D? What you see, D? I see some bald-headed hoes. Bald-headed hoes. What you see, D? What you see?
I see some bald-headed hoes.
That should be a crime against bald-headed hoes. Why they wanna be bald? Nobody knows. Being bald makes a gal look like a bitch.
And Von, his song is also
Hoes
being
ain't you heard of grease? Hell no, cause if you did.
No one wants your opinion or what you have to say.
Look inside your tiny mind and look a bit harder. Cause we're so uninspired, so sick and tired of all the hatred you harbor. So you say it's not okay to be gay, well I think you're just evil. You're just some racist who can't tie my laces. Your point of view is medieval. Fuck you very, very much.
It's just the lies that she told so many lies in that live stream. So many lies and so much deceit. She told so many lies. Girl, you told so many lies. But anyway, that was basically the end of her live stream. She just told a bunch of lies and told a bunch of her opinions and just went crazy. Like, oh my God, like. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll be back later. Von's girl. Stop lying on people. Stop telling lies. Because we never come after your children, bitch. But you are so full of shit. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see y'all later if Unspoken goes live to react to this, or if not, I'll see y'all later. I'll see y'all later, or I'll see y'all later. I'll see y'all later this afternoon. I'm in a few minutes, but I will definitely see you guys tonight on my channel tonight. I don't know. We'll see, but I'll be out later for sure. Okay, now I just don't understand this shit. When I saw that she was, I was like, oh my God, here we go again. Here we go again with Vons and her bullshit and her reactors and anyway. Oh, Vons. Girl. Anyway. Y'all have a good night. Bye. Love y'all. Well, y'all have a good rest of your day. And I'll see you guys later, okay? Bye. Oh, Vons. Girl. And she was saying something about, she was saying, oh, I was talking to Heel behind the scenes. Girl, you talk to everybody behind the scenes, all the fucking people. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. This crazy bitch. Oh, she's so stupid. Anyway, all right, y'all. I love y'all. I'll see y'all later, okay? I'm getting out of here. If nobody wants to come up or say anything, you just have to catch the dog. You just have to catch the dog on replay. But y'all have a good day. Bye. Ciao, y'all crazy. Bye, y'all. I see some bald-headed hoes.
Imagine if I listen what a hater gotta say. I never give a broke bitch any time of day. You ugly when you jealous, bitch. Look at that face. I'm hot right now when you're not.